not to on your lovely award,
no.
but, Robin, you won the Oscar for...
So
Just to hear you say that in
the
a sentence. Not to on your lovely award. Yeah, it's just like, wow.
Presumably that must be, obviously, a career highlight. Did it change your life?
No, for like a week. It was like, hey, congratulations, way to go. Good Will Hunting, way to go. 2 weeks later, hey, Mark! He's back being that again. So it lasts. I mean, the moment they say your name when you win, English becomes a second language. And I forgot to thank my mother, and she was in the audience. Oh. Yeah, even the therapist went, get out! Like, oh, wow, that was rough for the next few years. Like,
oh, God.
Oh, well, how's the award? You came through here. How's the award?
Because, you know, you're on the show, we haven't had you on the show, there's lots of things I want to talk about, so briefly, just briefly, right. I do want to touch on Mork and Mindy, which I'm sure you get...
It's fun. We had a great time.
And I suppose we've forgotten that we'd never seen anything like that on television before. I mean, do you know what I mean? Your performance in that...
It was so crazy that it was once again, they just let me do what I did, and they sat back, and it used to be, you do your thing. And
was it really that kind of like... did they write it in? Did they just go, and then Robin's funny?
Yeah, good luck. Take care. They used to have a censor because I would kind of go off, and they had a woman... They finally had to get a woman who spoke Yiddish and Chinese to kind of cover. Because I was throwing in references, and they went, I know what that means. So I was, you know, trying so many different things. But the first year was crazy because they really didn't have a sense of... And they just said, OK, we don't know what to... They couldn't impose anything because they didn't know how I was going to go with it.
And the extraordinary thing is, like, you know, because lots of comics do get a hit sitcom, it's brilliant, but for you then to come out of that and have the amazing film career you've had on top of that...
It's been quite... I mean, it started off a little strange with Popeye, where it was like, whoops, but then... and then work your way back!
Exactly. I watched that quite recently, and it's a beautiful, beautiful film.
It really is. It just was a movie. It was like, at the end, it was like Ed Wood. They ran out of money. Shelley was in this pond with an octopus with no mechanism going, help! Help! And, you know, but it was a sweet, sweet movie.
And really lovely music as well.
Oh, great music. It's Harry Nilsson. I mean, the combination was pretty insane. Harry Nilsson, Jules Pfeiffer, Robert Altman, even Nostradamus would go, I gotta go, you know? It was a great group of people.
But then you were just absolutely on a roll after that.
Yeah, I got to do... the great thing for me is, no matter what movie it is, I get to work with extraordinary people. I've worked with, you know, people like Glenn Close, John Lithgow, Walter Matthau, Max von Sydow, Robert De Niro, Pacino. You know, I didn't get to work with Brando. I met him, and he was very, very excited to go, you're so funny. I couldn't work with you because I'd be laughing all the time and I'd drop my chicken.
And how did people like De Niro and Pacino take to you?
Well, the weird thing with Pacino is, you know, he's a method actor, so he would... The first day on the set, I came to visit, and he was on... He prepared for the scene by doing this kind of... Rah! Rah! And I was backstage, and I went... Mee. And he got, who did that? Who did that? Went, it's me, Mr. Pacino. Nice to meet you. And he went, oh, hey, Robin, it's you. Okay, we'll start. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know, with De Niro, I know him, so he's like, let's try. It'll be fun. It'll be good. That'll be good. That's nice. You know? And my favorite, the guy to work with who's probably the craziest, most wonderful, is Chris Walken. Because he says things in the weirdest way anybody does. I love you so much that I can't... Shit. But it is the way that I do it, and after you get to work with all these people, the whole experience of making movies is just the joy of working with all of them, plus great cinematographers, great directors, great crew in weird places, you know, and for me, it's a gift.
I just met your daughter before the show.
Oh, she's wonderful. Zelda, she's an actress, and she's named after the video game Zelda.
No, see, okay, you can do that, but do you tell
her brother Mario.
No,
she was named... My wife was pregnant with her, and my first son, Zachary, was playing the video game, and he went, what about this as a name for a child? And I went, It's a great name.
It is a cute name.
It's wonderful. I mean, is she named after the alcoholic who swam in the fountain at the... You know, no. Not Zelda Fitzgerald. It's Zelda... And she's magical and wonderful. And I think she's grown up with it and done quite well with it.
But also, and this could give you ideas for names to name your children, she's now doing promotion for the game.
Yes.
Like, she gets paid to be called Zelda. That's genius. Next dog, Smirnoff. Smirnoff. I'm making that mistake again. That's genius, though.
Well, who knew at the time? You go, you know, child, one day you'll be making money off this. Here's a little handheld device. Good luck.
We thought we might have our very own genie on the show tonight. So, is there anyone in the audience who fancies a go at being a genie? Oh, look at them, they do. OK, try you. What's your name?
Ewan.
Sorry, what?
Ewan. His name is Urine. Ewan, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
No worries. Great to hear you. Tell me.
He's quite frightening.
I know. Don't piss off Ewan.
OK, so Ewan, so think of a magic word, right? Something, you know, it's just you, magic word, and that camera 3 is going to do a kind of zoom crash on you. So when I say go, and you'll just do your magic word. OK, so Ewan, go.
Hi, Graham.
Wow. How, Graham? I feel like we're in the middle of a telethon right now. Ewan has learned to say hi, Graham, thanks to your dollars. Please help. He'll learn another phrase by the end of the show. Yes.
Should we try another boy? Actually, you're wearing blue already. Let's try you, yeah? OK, so into that camera, your magic word. What's your name?
Nick.
Gnick. OK.
Friend of Ewan.
OK, number 3, and go.
Alakazam.
Wow!
Whoa.
It was almost too good.
It was a bit like, you're very good at that.
Yeah.
Alakazam. Time to dance now. I'm gonna dance with Ewan and Gnick. On Alakazam. Jazz hands, jazz paws. Way to go, Gnick.
Gnick, go. OK, go. Follow the man away. There you go, Gnick. There you go. All right, see you shortly, Gnick. Bye-bye. Now, talking about Aladdin and the genie and everything, you must be, like, animators must just love... Because even in that film, what did you do, 56 voices as Aladdin's genie?
Yeah, it was fun to do voices that you'd never hear in a cartoon, like Jack Nicholson. The idea of him being in a cartoon is like, maybe a little wrong for the kiddies. You know? It was fun because the first day we did it, they just... I said, "Do you mind if I try something?" And they went, "Oh, fine." And then by the end, they had 23 hours of material to choose from. And even the great thing about it was to even make fun of Disney's own marketing stuff, like the idea of them selling everything. And that was the first time they even made fun of themselves, which was kind of great.
And did you feel like Disney were interfering, or they just let you go?
Oh, I think they let me go because after a while they realized, this certainly works well. Maybe! And then after that, it was like this kind of tradition of hiring comedians to be in cartoons, which is great, because they come and they riff like crazy. And the great thing is, when I see, you give them a voice and then they draw it, and then the animators go from what you gave them and go even further, which is wonderful. And
can you look at a cartoon and come up with a voice?
Well, like with Happy Feet, I got to be, like, I played 2 different characters. Initially 3, but then they were worried that the one voice sounded too familiar. But when I got to play an Argentinian penguin, is to play the little machismo penguin, you know, the guys, the Argentinian guys were going, "What do you know you want it?" What are you looking at? You know you want it. Look at it. Don't be afraid of the flippers. I love you. I brought you some pebbles. There's some bling, baby. You want some bling? You know you do. Yes, you're hot, and you know I got a beak that'll make you feel so good. And then you had, like, all the crazier ones, you know?
You reprise the 2 roles.
Yeah, Ramon and Lovelace.
And Lovelace has a new sweater now.
Yes, it's actually based on a true fact that in Australia, after there's oil spills and disasters where penguins are covered in oil, they use detergents to wash them off. And then they take, which causes them to lose all their natural insulation. So there's a group of little ladies in Australia who knit jumpers for penguins. And they're basically, you know, these are all for the little ones, you know. and they knit these penguin sweaters that the penguins wear until their feathers grow back.
That's adorable.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they like tank tops, or do they do it as a thin arm?
A lovely gay jumper. What are you doing? I want something to make my flippers look good. I don't know.
Is it true you were supposed to do 3?
Initially, they had me doing the voice of the Scottish penguin.
That's right.
Yeah, but then it sounded too much like Mrs. Doubtfire on steroids, so it was like... and eventually, just doing 2 voices is great. I mean, just to do any voice in a cartoon is pretty wonderful. We record all together in the same room, which is kind of wonderful.
But that's really unusual, isn't it, to all be together?
Yeah, I guess, because, I mean, I forgot that when I did Aladdin, I was alone in the room, and then the first day, I said, do you mind if I try something? And they went, oh, sure, fine. And then 23 hours later, they have 40 different characters. But it was like... Wow. But it was this weird thing of most of the time you're alone and you're recording, and usually the director's someplace else, either New York or Australia, and it's like bad phone sex with NASA. Did we get it? But when you're together in the same room, it's a blast because you get to play off each other, which is wonderful.
And Elijah, apparently you noticed that Robin got quite warm in Australia while working.
Crazy. I mean, you're just doing a voice, but because you're working together, I was sweating more than Marlon Brando after a Mexican meal. It's just you get really worked up because you are full contact doing the voice, playing off each other. And plus, we had all these great comedians, all these, the Los Amigos Penguinos. They're all like Carlos Alvarez-Rocky, Johnny Sanchez, Lombardo Boyar. They're all these Latin comics who are great. And you play off each other and you riff and you start to build a rhythm, which is great.
But is it true you sort of nearly passed out when you were doing Lovelace?
Yeah, I started to... I was just kind of kidding. Because Lovelace is, you know, part preacher, part pimp. I started doing this kind of... I'm a pimp now! George is always there to go, no, don't be afraid, Robin, go, do it. And all of a sudden I realized, oh, no, I'm going to pass out. He'll have a great time. But he lets you go, and you start riffing, and he would do stuff. He would just play, and then George would go, no, that's great, do it.
We've got to talk about this stuff for just briefly, because, everyone loves that film. Was there ever going to be a sequel?
They've tried, but it's really hard. When the end of the movie, the last one was revealing your whole identity. It's going, how do you put it back in, you know, going, no one knows who you are.
Yeah. And all those stories, well, there was just kind of like publicity stories at the time about you really walking around San Francisco in costume and stuff.
Yeah, I would walk around and the makeup would work pretty much from about here to there. And I went into this one store. There's these shops that sell adult toys. And I went in and picked up a big double-headed dildo and went, excuse me, how much for the mandingo? And this guy was like, I don't... Oh, no, I don't... Sure. Yes, does it come in another size? This one's a bit flaccid. But it was fun to just see people finally, when they finally realized, what, that's you? I went, yeah, it's me. Hey, how are you?
And famously, you are quite hirsute.
Yes, it's the most frightening thing in the world was to see me with the face on and hairy arms. It was like a bad episode of Psycho. But it was, yeah, I am really hairy. It's frightening. It's like... I had to have my back waxed for a movie, and I had 2 women waxing my back, and at one point they both went, do you mind if we take a break? Years ago, I worked with an orangutan on Mork and Mindy. Oh. And I was walking down the street with the orangutan, and they're sweet. They're kind of like old Jews, like, hello, nice. And I was walking down the street, and I was holding the orangutan's hand, and all of a sudden the orangutan reached up very slowly and undid my fly. And then all of a sudden the trainer went, no, Tommy, no. And he zipped it back up again.
You're not kidding me.
I also met Coco the gorilla. I met her. She signs, you know.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, and she was very sweet. And she met me, and I guess because I'm so hairy, she went, I'd like to take you in the back room. And the trainer said, if she takes you back there, I can't help you. I was hit on by a gorilla, so that'd be a great story for a bar, going, I had a crazy night and I picked up a wonderful lady, and I went, really? I slept with a gorilla.
Now, apparently our genie assistant is Nick. He is ready. So look at this. Look at this. We've got an actual lamp. Now, honestly, panto season, I don't know how we managed to hire this. Presumably there were children sobbing in Southampton, going, where's the lamp?
They took my lamp!
Okay, so we rub it like... That's disgusting, but anyway.
Work the lamp.
Oh.
Work the sound. Polish the lamp. Polish the lamp.
Oh,
Yes!
oh, there you look. Yay! Well done. Not in front of the guests. There you go. There you go. Okay. Well done, Jeannie. Now, Ed, I need a lovely, funky DJ console, please.
Alakazam!
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Good work. Good work, Nick. Okay, I'll tell you what, Nick, you can come back into the studio. Come back to the studio. You can help us in this thing. Okay, there you go. Well done.
That was so great. Yeah, right, I'm not floating anymore, thank you.
Okay, we go over here to the DJ booth. Right, here we go. It's the Robin and Graham Road Show. Hello, sir. Oh, it's gloves. Okay, you go over there now. Well done. So there's a mic there. Now, Nick, well, I've got some music.
Nick, put a shout out right now. Nick, beer now for the blue people. Nick gonna keep it real. Get ready for an Alakazam.
Alakazam!
Yeah!
Very good. Now, I don't have any jingles, though. So it's the Robin and Graham Road Show. Can you do a jingle, a live jingle for us?
Welcome to the Robin and Graham radio show.
Nicely done. Very good.
Let's back with a big shout out from Nick.
Okay, let's start the show. So, good evening, Robin. Good
evening, Graham. Welcome back. Once again, we got some shout outs. I got one going out right now to Stephen Buck. He wants to shout out to Jess, who's a best friend, and he says, stop texting him. He's not interested.
Yay. You're listening to the Robin and Graham Road Show.
Alakazam!
No, you hit the jingle.
Welcome to the Robin and Graham radio show.
Yay. Where's Michelle Smith? Where's Michelle Smith?
Michelle Smith wants a shout out to Esther, best friend. That bloke you pulled. Don't worry about trying to remember his name. You can do so much better. Yo! Whoa!
Where's Marlon?
Marlon?
Oh, there he is. There's Marlon.
Ready? We're going to say, we'd like to shout out to his friend Gregoire. Don't worry, girls love that you have got a third nipple. Whoa! Oh! 3 nipples. ABC, way to go! Show it! Show it!
Show it. Go on.
Show the nipple!
Show it. Go on.
Come on, little mutant boy! Wow! You don't have to! Go, show the nipple!
Wait. Yeah, hang on. Yes.
First of all, I'm not a circus freak. You understand? Secondly, I will get my third nipple out on the condition that Robin Williams comes and touches it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh. Here we go.
This better be a real nipple. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? Ready? Let's see. Oh, please let it be a nipple. I have a third ball, too. Ready? Here we go. Okay. Ow! Oh! Touch it. I did.
Oh, well done, Robin Williams.
Wow!
Beautiful.
Wow!
Well done.
Chicks really dig that.
I like that, though.
I like the fact that some girls going, you've got another one. Play with my third nipple, girl. You've never had fun till you go third. Once you touch the third nipple, things get crazy. I get 2 nipples going, but when the third goes, The third nipple goes, and then my 4th penis jumps out. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank my guest tonight, the fantastic Mr. Robin Williams.
Simon! Go see Simon!